What is up? Welcome. Thank you so much for making it this far. Now listen up. I'm pretty much, I think, just about as cool as you can get. Would you say that I'm cool or I'm as cool as you can get? What? Cut. Listen, we're not going to continue to debate that, but what we are going to talk about is cool gifts for cool mountain bikers. But what makes these gifts really super cool is that they are inexpensive for broke asses like yourself. Now, while the price tag is super low, they provide great value over time. Way more value than what you paid for them. So for that reason, I'm going to recommend them in this video. If I received any of these gifts, I would be super excited, super happy. Now you want to stay around for the end of this video because I have a game changer product. Hey, can you let YouTube know that I use game changer in a video? I think I just have to use it once per year. Also let them know that I still plan to use the SpongeBob time jump transition, and let them know too that I still have to use the fist bump sound effect. Okay, cool, thank you.
A few inches later.
Now, without further ado, let's get to our very first product, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make it look like a seamless transition, like just magic happens, and it'll look super cool. So I gotta stand like this. I just gotta remember exactly where I'm standing, so let me mark that. Okay, here we go. Boom. That's gonna look cool, right? Anyway, let's get to the point. I cannot tell you how many times I go to take my pants off in what I think is an area where no other human beings exist within a mile radius, only to have somebody materialize out of the woods at the exact moment my pants hit my ankles. It's not a cool feeling. So what I use comes straight from surfing culture, and that is a changing poncho. All you do with this bad boy is you just throw it over your sweaty, dirty, smelly riding clothes, and you are free to take off anything and everything, and you are free from public indecency. I love it. It feels so good to just take that sweaty riding gear off and air out for a few minutes before you put dry stuff back on for the drive home. Sometimes I keep the poncho on for the drive home because, let's be honest, it feels awesome to have AC blowing on you, have music blaring in your ears on the drive home, and you're just hanging it all out there. The best part about a changing poncho is they pack up super small. You can keep them in your car. It's just a great product for cool mountain bikers. The other cool thing is you can buy these changing ponchos for less than $25. So as a cool mountain biker, if somebody got me a changing poncho, I would think that that is a super cool gift. Next up. So I don't believe that you need to wear a uniform when you mountain bike. I think people that focus on wearing the right clothes, the right brands, the right logos, just have their mindset in the wrong place. You should be focused on your riding and not focused on your logos. With that being said, it is good to have good cycling gear because it just makes your life so much more comfortable when you're on the bike. However, good cycling gear doesn't need to come with a massive price tag. For instance, I rarely wear mountain biking specific pants. They're expensive. They're over $100 for a good pair of pants. They generally never fit super well, and they're always either too baggy or too tight. So what I've been wearing for many, many years, I wear them in the winter, I wear them in the fall, I wear them in the summer, I wear them in the spring, I wear them over pads. Now Wrangler, they make what they call performance pants, which are for individuals that are active working outside. These pants are light, they're super comfortable, they have some stretch to them because they are a synthetic blend, and best of all, they're durable. I've taken many crashes in Wrangler pants, different styles, and they all hold up super well. These pants here are the ATG pants. I'm not sure what that stands for, but if you look up performance pants by Wrangler, you will find all different kinds of styles. Now again, the more synthetic they are, the more stretch they'll have, but they'll tell you if they stretch or don't. I find them to be super comfortable. I wear them all the time. These are my primary pants. They come in all different colors, and I just think they look super cool. Another huge selling point for these Wrangler performance style pants is that they are generally under $35. You can get up to 4 pairs of these for what you would pay for a pair of mountain bike specific pants. So I get questions about these pants and the different pants I wear all the time. Wrangler, baby. All right, so it's not quite mistletoe season, so I'm going to put my pants back on and we'll get to the next product. Now let's talk about the next product that makes an awesome gift for cool mountain bikers. I heard about this idea from the Ride and Laugh podcast, so I got to give them all the credit. But I've been using it for a while now and I love it. And that is a pump action pressure sprayer. So you're asking yourself, what could a cool mountain biker do with a pump action pressure sprayer? Well, you can fill it with water or you can fill it with beer, and you can do these things. After a long hot ride, you can spritz yourself off for a nice cool down. If you're thirsty, you got a bit of a dry mouth going on, you can wet your whistle. If you have doo-doo on your tire, you can spray that doo-doo off before you load your bike on your car. If you have schmutz on your hands or arms, you can easily wash down with a pump action pressure sprayer. Kids love to play with these, so if you let your kid play with it or the neighborhood kids play with your pump action pressure sprayer and you have beer in it, make sure it's cheap beer, because nothing wastes beer like a bunch of kids spraying it into their mouths. Now here's the thing, you can buy these brand new for under 20 bucks, which is why I do not recommend going to the used market and buying used from a landscaper. Time for the next product. So I live in the Northeast and I ride all year, all winter. Sometimes temperatures can be in the 40s, other times they can be in the teens. There's never really a one size fits all as far as staying warm and comfortable. What I found works best for me is layers, because I can take things off as I get too hot. And when I'm dealing with lots of layers, I want my outer layer to be light and comfortable. And for that reason, I have found the best option and a very inexpensive option to be windbreakers. Windbreakers are awesome to ride in because they are super light, but they also trap your heat in super well. They give you great mobility for whenever you get bucked and you crash and you're rolling around on the ground or whatever you're doing on your bike. And like I said, they're light, so you can lift your arms up and you're not lifting a heavy jacket up. So whether I have a ton of layers on, and as I start taking off layers, my windbreaker is always my final layer. And generally they just feel pretty awesome to wear. And guess what? You don't have to spend a lot on windbreakers. For instance, you can get windbreakers for under $30, and they're maybe not as water repellent as some of the more expensive ones, but they are every bit as good. And you don't have to be fearful when you go down and crash and rip a hole in them that you are damaging a super expensive windbreaker. So I generally go for inexpensive windbreakers for the wind. So what I often will do is put a windbreaker on as my final layer, throw my helmet on, and then throw the hood right up over my helmet, and it traps in all my body heat. Yo, so maybe your cool mountain biker is a Strava king and they're always racing the clock, and a windbreaker just might slow them down. So a windbreaker might be out. If that's the case, check this out. Okay, we're gonna do another smooth transition in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, magic. Yo, so check out what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a super cool, super warm, and super inexpensive vest. This vest here was under $30, but it is so incredibly warm when I ride. It keeps my core nice and warm. I always wear a hoodie under it so I can pop my hood, pop my collar, and it looks super cool, super fresh. And if you've never ridden with a vest, it gives you this weird sense of comfort because it just hugs your core, and then your arms are just out there to work. My arms are free to move. They're free to do the rowing and the anti-rowing that I need to do to ride awesome, to ride cool, to look cool. So I love riding in a vest. They're inexpensive, they're warm, they're a great option for cooler weather. They are a great gift for cool mountain bikers. So this next item is a crazy, crazy, crazy inexpensive item that I just use all the time. I leave it in my car and it plays a big part in my rides, and that is a mesh trash bag. Now here's the thing, you can get these online if you search mesh trash bag for your car for dollars. Like, they're so inexpensive, it's wild. But what I use it for isn't trash, and it is my sweaty gloves. So what I do is I just throw my sweaty gloves in here. I hook this on a hook in my car. Some of them have headrest clips. You just hook it anywhere that you can hook it, and you just fill it up with all your sweaty stuff after the ride. And the cool thing about it is it lets airflow circulate through the bag, so your stuff's just not going to sit there and grow all kinds of crazy, gross, stinky, smelly stuff. And because I keep it in my car all the time, I will always have my gloves with me when I go for a ride. Which is a good segue into the next product, and that might be a little bit more obvious, but my next product is mountain bike gloves. I cannot have too many mountain bike gloves. Now I know some cool mountain bikers don't like to wear gloves, but I feel as though if you get gloves that fit you well and the palms don't bunch up, you can get used to them super easy. And My hands sweat a lot, so the gloves keep me in full contact with the grips without slipping. So I'm constantly sweating up a pair of gloves, and when I get back to my car, take a pair off and put a new pair on. Now here's the cool thing for gifts. These are inexpensive. You can get a pair of gloves for like under 25, generally under $30. You can get a good pair of gloves, and I can't have too many gloves. So if somebody buys me gloves, I'll love them for life. So if you're looking for cheap gift options, gift that cool mountain biker a pair of gloves. Gloves are just cool. Gloves, baby. Gloves. So at some point, every cool mountain biker is going to want to film themselves, whether it's for sharing on social media or if it's simply for their own interest to reflect on what they're doing when they're riding and perhaps try to correct incorrect postures and that sort of thing. Filming yourself is a great way to do that. And I do that all the time. I'm always critiquing myself. I'm always filming myself. And I always think that I'm a terrible rider because of how much I film myself. With that aside, a great inexpensive gift for a cool mountain biker is, check this out. Portable tripods are super inexpensive. This tripod was less than $20. I want to say it was like $14.99 or something. And it's been great. It serves its purpose super well because it's light and I can just throw it in a hip bag or some type of small bag and take it with me everywhere I go. Obviously, it's important for the crap I do for this channel that I have. But with that aside, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, this is a great option for, skills, working on skills and reviewing how you are progressing, working on different skills. To do that, you got to film yourself. So these tripods are cool because, like I said, they're super light and they're quick to extend. You can plop it down and go jump on your bike, go do whatever you want to do, capture it on camera, jump off your bike and throw this back in the bag. If they film with their phone, which I think most people do, or an action camera, they come with this clippy thing here, which is an extender clip, a grabber clip. And what I do is I pinch my phone or my action camera right in there and it holds it very well. I will say this though, when you are purchasing a tripod and you're looking for portability, what you're going to lose is stability with portability because all the stability comes from this right here. And basically that is the tripod legs. So the longer these legs are, the more stable it will be. But the longer they are, the less portable your tripod will be. So keep that in mind. What I like to do is get a smaller tripod that's less sturdy. And then what I'll do is I'll extend it and I'll throw some weight on one of the legs and that generally holds it in place, even if it's on kind of a hill and it's not straight up and down. So if they're trying to improve their ride or they're trying to grow their Instagram or TikTok or their OnlyFans or whatever, hook them up with a portable tripod. Now, without further ado, let's get to one of the most important items I think that every cool rider should have on them when they are riding.
Oh man, that's way bigger in person. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't know where Josh went.